सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल।
तो हेलो मासूम जी, कैसे हैं आप?
बिल्कुल ठीक है, आप बताइए।
हम भी बिल्कुल अच्छे हैं। आपका दिन कैसे जा रहा है?
या एवरीथिंग इज फाइन एज ऑफ नाउ।
ओके। सो हमने एक इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन करा था। नाउ वी हैव अ फाइनल इंटरव्यू। आर यू कंफर्टेबल?
या
लेट्स स्टार्ट।
श्योर।
सो हम शुरू कर सकते हैं। आप अपने बारे में बताएं, अपने बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताएं थोड़ा ब्रीफ में।
माय नेम इज मासूम रिजा and I hail from Bihar, West Champaran, and I have done my law from Jamia Millia Islamia, then masters from NLS, and after that I was teaching in Jamia Millia Islamia University in Faculty of Law. I'm also a NCPDP fellow working on making e-database accessible.
मेकिंग ई डेटाबेस एक्सेसिबल, दैट इज़ अ वेरी न्यू पॉइंट और एक बहुत नया एरिया है जो हमारे रिसर्च में आया है। जनरली लोग एक्सेसिबिलिटी पे या रोज़गार पे या इंडिपेंडेंस पे बात करते हैं। ये बहुत ही न्यू एरिया है। आपको इस एरिया पे काम करने का कैसे सूझा?
Yeah. So I myself also believe that it is a very niche and like very narrow domain also to work on. And first time I thought about this issue when I faced this challenge in my university days.
जी।
So first semester started and then we were bombarded with making lots of projects and research papers and anyhow first semester was managed, but since second semester I felt that it is going to be a crucial part to deal with all these e-database because we get huge number of literature and paper resources on these platforms. And additionally, being a person with visual disability, we get less access to physical library
दैट्स
because
ट्रू।
there is no scanner and very limited resources to convert the text or physical book into e-format. So
जी।
anyway, e-database became a good resort to start with. So I started exploring e-databases and then I realized that this is very much inaccessible and I feel that technology can help person with disabilities a lot.
या।
So in that sense also if internet can be made highly accessible then lots of infrastructural barriers can be come over for momentary. I mean it both cannot replace each other, but at least some issues can be easily resolved, and making internet or web domain accessible is not a very tedious or daunting task as people say with regard to infrastructural accessibility.
या।
So my initial impression was that okay, it is going to be accessible because there is nothing much to do on the part of developers and all other vendors. But gradually, I realized that this is not the case. Even web domain and within web domain, e-database accessibility is a major challenge.
जी।
So from there, I started all this journey.
So in this journey, you prepared case studies and you met officials, you met government officials to work on that. So how was that experience? Because this is a very niche topic, as you said, very new topic. People are more towards making open spaces accessible for people. ई डेटाबेसेस का दूर दूर तक बहुत लोगों को ख्याल ही नहीं आता है। सो एकदम से जब उनके सामने नया टॉपिक रख दिया गया, तब उनका रिएक्शन कैसा था? वर दे शॉक्ड? तो जब आप केस स्टडीज देने गए और गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स के पास कैसे गए, तब उनका रिएक्शन कैसा था? तब आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था?
Yeah, so like the whole thing includes several questions. So I will deal one by one. First
जी।
is when I approached individuals for case studies. So I got mixed responses. And if I categorize all of them, so first response is that they don't know about e-database, and they just do Google, and whatever they get, they are okay with that. Obviously, because they have not used, so they were not into giving the answers that how much e-database bases are accessible or whether they are not.
Ji.
Secondly, many of the respondents agreed, and they have used all these platforms, so they themselves have noticed these challenges. And because when I interacted them for case studies, so initially I did not mention that whether these are inaccessible or accessible. I just wanted to inquire their approach or their experiences.
Ji.
So lots of individuals shared that they faced huge number of accessibility issues, and primarily I want to clarify here that my research was uh, limited to persons with visual disability, though
Ji.
in Google form there were other respondents as well, but major domain or the scope of the research is limited to person with visual disabilities.
Ji.
So they have, I mean, they highlighted that there are issues with respect to interface, and there are issues with respect to logging the page and registration. Then major problem exists in searching, and after searching filtering out, and then finding the desired result and downloading. These are the most challenging part, and it is not only inaccessible but very complex to understand.
Yeah.
And the manuals which are provided by the vendors are very technical first, and second that they generally depict in visual format. I mean, they just paste the photo and show that where to click. And we as a screen reader users, we use keyboard. So keyboard navigation is not mentioned, and there are several platforms also where we cannot handle lots of things using keyboard. Very common platforms like Book My Trip. If we go on that platform and type some dates to filter out, so after typing the date, keyboard gets trapped. We can't go back, we can't go forward, cursor doesn't work, tab doesn't work. So these problems exist even in these kind of platforms which are
Yeah.
very commonly used. So they highlighted these problems along with some platforms which doesn't have good structure to navigate. If some task can be performed within 2 minutes, so a screen reader user had to spend around 10 to 15 minutes to just understand the layout. And third is like if we download certain files, so file in itself is not accessible. Here two problem exist. One is lack of OCR, and second is if the content is not in English, then reading becomes extremely challenging.
Yes.
Yeah, so majorly these were the primary issues, and people or even interviewees and many other individuals also said that see, when web accessibility is in itself a huge question, so going within that and choosing a narrow domain, it is like very much problematic, as well as it concerns very less number of individuals, in a sense that uh, in our country few number of individuals get higher education. I mean, I'm just talking about person with visual disability. The percentage is around 0.5, those who get higher education. Then
Oh.
those students, and after that those who get graduated and work somewhere in research field or in academia or somewhere else related to these research domain only. So they primarily use these databases. Otherwise, major issue is web accessibility. So, but because someone has to work on these areas, and because if we will start after selecting one issue, then we can easily start capturing other things, because in
That's
one go we can't manage all the affairs. So it is very essential that we should begin with one by one things.
that's true.
And second question was related to approaching the officials.
Yep.
So uh, it is very much difficult and daunting task to get an appointment with government officials, because issue is not that they won't give appointments. Issue is that it is even harder to connect them, because they won't respond over mail, they won't respond to the calls. I have gone several times, but still this day he will sit around 2 o'clock. I have reached to morning, then what happens? On this day he's on visit, on this day he's somewhere else. So that is one issue. And everyone knows, I guess. They listen, undoubtedly, if we present our concerns. So they listen and they say that, okay, we have understood your concern and jotted down the issue, and we will try to work.
But they don't.
But after that, no progress. I
Yeah.
mean, things remain as it is. So lots of reminders, follow up, it continues. So it is also a good experience that how to manage governmental affairs, because they have also a huge number of workload, and there is no accessibility commissioner for last several months. Right now I can't say for few days, but since I am following last 1 year, so there was no disability commissioner appointed, so things are just going very lethargic.
I mean, I've talked to so many fellows, and everybody has this complaint कि government officials सुनते नहीं हैं, सुनते हैं तो respond नहीं करते हैं.
Yeah, it happens definitely. Mm, I mean, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, because we also have to understand their limitations,
Yeah, that's true.
that they have huge workloads and other things also. Like, because as I gave you just few minutes back example of there is no disability commissioner.
Yeah.
So another IS officer who is working in some another department has been given this charge to this, I mean, given this function to discharge.
Yes.
So obviously things will not work in this way. We have to take all the things seriously, and disability issues are also in a serious way only, then it everything can be managed. Otherwise, like, just complaints.
Any instance you can tell us जहाँ पे एकदम आपको frustration हो गई हो, एकदम irritation हो गई हो, you're totally burned out and don't wanna pursue this anymore, you wanna take a break, any instance like that?
There can be lots of instances, but uh,
Tell me anyone.
at a moment of friction, if I can recall, so once I went and I asked that I have to meet to the official, and the person said that okay, but he's in another meeting. I said okay, I will wait. Then I waited for 2 hours. I again inquired that what happened. He said that he's in another meeting. So I said okay, but till when? So the person said that we also don't know till when. So I said that okay, so let me go inside. I will see that what is the scenario. He said that no, this can't be done.
Yeah.
And then I stood to go, and another person came and asked that what happened. I said that this is the scenario, and I came after traveling 2 hours and no one is listening. I have already mailed several times, but scenario is still the same. At least once you have to respond that what is the problem and what is the status. But I don't know the status, and they are saying that we have to wait without knowing that how much and till when to wait.
Yeah.
So the guy said that okay, this scenario is with us also. So it continues. So like I loved also at that time that the person who is listening my frustration is already very frustrated,
Frustrated.
and we shared the frustrations.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
in this way things continues. And
So, Masoom ji, this was your first advocacy-based research, experience. How was it?
like the whole journey is mixed with lots of experiences. And the moment we joined, there was a training session. I mean,
Okay.
yes, we were new fellows, so the moment we joined, we had a training session. And interestingly, the first session was related to how to uh, do advocacy and interact with bureaucrats.
Okay, that's nice.
So in that only I got the chance to understand that how to proceed, and there would be huge number of barriers because
Yeah.
retired IS officer came and he was delivering the lecture. So he mentioned that we had huge number of workload, and I mean you individuals think that you have come with your concern, but see through our lenses we already have huge number of other concerns. You have not only come, there are more than 100 individuals have come. We have thousands of mail to respond. So in that sense, it is essential that you will keep us pushing. So don't lose heart that okay, once your work was not done, twice your work was not done, but
Gee.
keep on pushing and following up. Then eventually your work will be done. It will take time, but maintain enthusiasm in the process. And I mean, the whole training session was really interesting. Mix of things, example like how to do social advocacy and other aspects. Then we met with fellows, like old fellows and new fellows in that training session, along with our mentors or to whom we were submitting the reports. So that was also a very interesting thing because we were dining together and trying to understand each other subjects or area of work, what topic one has chosen and why. So
Yeah.
these were really amazing things. And if we see the advocacy part, so first was like for making baseline report,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to interact individuals and collect data.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a huge challenge because nowadays, to be very honest, huge number of Google forms are being circulated daily. So no one is ready to fill the form. No one is ready to give interviews and be a participant. So
Hmm.
convincing individuals are really challenging task. And apart from that, if we see, then social media advocacy is also a difficult thing in a sense that, as I initially mentioned, that this topic is a very narrow
Yeah.
area. So people initially don't feel any connect in
That-
contrast with other subjects. Like if there is a subject related to employment, so more number of people will easily connect to that thing. But for in e-database, first I have to explain them, then they start understanding the importance of doing these things.
That's true.
So doing media advocacy is also a difficult thing, and apart from that, everything is okay. Interesting things are like what I learn in another sense, like documentation. That was a really good thing to learn in this entire journey, because if we are approaching any bureaucrat or any official, so documentation is the key and facts are the key. Apart from that, we are supposed to document our work progress so that we can evaluate that how much work we have done and in what direction we are proceeding. So these things are learnings, and yeah, I feel that there are mixed learnings, like some interesting one, some tedious one, and some funny ones, some critical ones, because
Yeah.
we also get huge number of comments to deal with, huge number of rectification. So these things
Yeah, yeah.
continue as part and parcel of this journey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you talked about your fellows and how you had dinner with them and talked and cracked jokes. Apart from that, there are some fun incidents of yours with your fellows, something that you did apart from work.
Apart from work, there can be lots of things. If
Yeah.
I just figure out, so one example would be like there are lots of fellows who have different sorts of disability. They are not only person with visual disability, some have locomotive disability, and some have muscular dystrophy and thalassemia and so on and so forth. One of the fellow has locomotive disability, and we were just interacting that okay, we can together do some business or something, just random discussion that what we can do, and eventually the issue reached to the cooperation thing, that how we can cooperate. So one
Okay.
of the individuals sitting there, he mentioned that, see, we have heard the story of a person who cannot see, a person who cannot walk.
Yeah.
So then they were living around a jungle, and one day the jungle caught fire.
Okay.
And how to go, because a person who cannot see doesn't know the direction, and a person who cannot walk,
Yeah.
he cannot go. So what they do, yeah, for the collaboration, that the person who cannot walk sat on the shoulder of the person who cannot see, and then he guided to the person who cannot see, and eventually they came out from the fire.
Yeah.
So this was the, I mean, that was narrated in a flow. So at that time we laughed on is
Hmm.
at this point, because right now it's just a storytelling. At that time it was a moment of thing, so it made us laugh. Apart from that, there were other instances where, I fell ill for some period, and I was not in a mood and not in a physical state to work.
Yeah.
And one of my fellows called and inquired. So I said that this month I'm not going to work anything. So he said that, why? I said that basically in this month things are not going well. So next month I will try. And he said that, okay, next month, but this month, whatever tasks you have pending, do let me know. We'll try to figure out, and if possible, I will try to complete some portion, and remaining you can do yourself, and at least push your limits. So, that part really helped me, and eventually I managed to complete all the desired. task.
So, Mastum ji, you are a teacher, and in fellowship, you left that chair to become a student. Tell me, how was that experience of a teacher being a student, a teacher learning something from others, and what did you learn in fellowship? Not the technical part, but the emotional component. What did you learn with life? What did you learn from your fellows, from your experiences in fellowship?
There is no limit of learning, so we can't just assess कि एक इंडिविजुअल अगर किसी कैपेसिटी में है तो दूसरे कैपेसिटी में उसकी लर्निंग नहीं हो सकती है. सो लर्निंग कर्व्स आई मीन कीप्स ऑन
Going,
इंक्रीजिंग.
yeah,
Yeah, so in this fellowship, a huge number of learnings were there, and still it is continuing. So, like for example, if I synthesize both the aspects, so research is one of the key component. Apart from that, we had sessions and discussions with our fellows and mentors. So they told us, like, while while telling anything or while speaking anything, try to give examples.
yeah,
Instance that we were having a discussion related to AI and disability, like how AI generates prompts or answers with regard to disability. So we were just saying that okay, it is biased because the data has been fed to all these database came from the internet only, and internet platform has lots of racial bias and disability bias, so it is only bias thing. But at that time sir opened the platform like chat gpt and asked some questions like tell about disability. Then it responded. Then the next question was that tell me what is the correct, what is the good career for a person with visual disability. So
okay,
then it responded that it is very challenging for a person with visual disability to get any employment. So there could be areas where they can be employed like music, teaching, and other things. I mean, very generic that are generally recommended. So it made us to think that okay, yeah, why AI has not responded that any field. I mean,
yeah,
they can work in any field. Why only these areas? So what I do, suppose I was teaching labor law. So I won't start that these are the sections or these are the issues.
yeah,
I first narrate any issue or any story related to that. For example, if my topic relates to minimum wages, so I started with a story of Bangladesh that occurred around 2013 when I mean we all know that in Bangladesh garment factories are working और वहाँ पे people बहुत ही adverse conditions में work करते हैं and they are forced to work for entire day या फिर उन्हीं सारे clothes को उन्हीं सारे garments को लेकर Walmarts और बाकी सारी जितनी बड़ी कंपनीज हैं लाके 10-10 हजार 20-20 हजार में बेचते हैं और सारे लोग लेते हैं और सारे लोग खुश भी रहते हैं कि हाँ चीजें हमें मिल रही हैं बट वी डोंट नो दैट इन व्हाट कंडीशंस laborers have worked to make all these garments. So this is a very critical issue with regard to minimum wages. If we ensure that each and every labor would get minimum wages, so they can also afford a good life and better life to live. But
yeah.
currently, because minimum wages are not paid, so they are suffering. So from that, I will start the whole class. So these are the things which can be, I mean, which can be easily drawn from this experience to that thing. It's just a, we can say that uh, this research work is like a ruabza, and I mix this ruabza wherever I go in water. So that is the thing.
That's nice. I mean, you have learned so much that you know, inculcate the learnings in your teaching experience also. What does it take to, you know, make the reports, take feedback, inculcate the feedback, do campaigning, especially when it is your first research based advocacy experience? तो backstage में वो क्या चल रहा होता है ये सब चीजें करने के लिए?
To be very honest, the first reaction is frustration.
Okay.
बिकॉज पहले कुछ जब भी हम कुछ स्टार्ट करते हैं तो कुछ समझ नहीं आता है. इंथुजियाज्म होता है कि अच्छा करेंगे करेंगे, बट द मोमेंट वी स्टार्ट एक्चुअली एग्जीक्यूटिंग दैट, तो हमें फ्रस्ट्रेशन आता है क्योंकि फिर चीजें स्टक होने लगती हैं.
Agree.
जब तक हम मन में सोचते हैं कि ओके वी कैन डू दिस वी कैन डू दैट, तब तक बहुत ही रोजी पिक्चर रहता है और लगता भी है कि हाँ हम तो कर ही लेंगे और बस हमें मौका मिलना चाहिए, चीजें हो जाएंगी. बट द मोमेंट वी स्टार्ट एक्चुअली रियलाइजिंग और एग्जीक्यूटिंग दैट थिंग, देन वी कम टू नो कि अभी दिल्ली दूर है और थोड़ी नहीं काफी ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी गिवन द सिचुएशन.
That's true.
एंड उसके बाद आता है कि आप कुछ भी स्टेप लो. आई मीन वी हैव लर्न कि एटलीस्ट कुछ स्टेप लो चाहे गलत लो, क्योंकि देन वी कैन hold your hand and tell that no, not in this direction but in this direction. But you can't just sit and say that I'm thinking but nothing,
Is working.
ये कुछ हो नहीं रहा है.
Yeah.
So first step is to do something. So in that process बहुत सारी गलतियां हुई, बहुत सारे frustrations हुए, क्योंकि इनिशियली रिपोर्ट मेकिंग की भी अगर बात करें तो वर्क प्रोग्रेस भी एक बहुत ही डॉन्टिंग टास्क था कि कैसे उसको डॉक्यूमेंट करें या फिर कैसे उसको आई मीन जो फीडबैक्स आ रहे हैं उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट करें. फीडबैक्स भी बहुत बार समझ में नहीं आते हैं क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि हमने तो कर लिया है, तो फिर ये कैसा फीडबैक आ रहा है. देन वी ग्रेजुअली रियलाइज कि बेसिकली फीडबैक का मतलब ये है कि आपने कर लिया, अपने मन से नहीं सोचना है कि आपने कर लिया. ऑब्जेक्टिव असेसमेंट इज एसेंशियल कि बेसिकली वो काम हुआ है कि नहीं. सो दैट वाज अनदर एस्पेक्ट्स. Basically, this research work is not the sole thing that I was doing.
Yeah.
तो उसके साथ भी बहुत सारी चीजें चलती हैं, तो वो भी एक चैलेंज होता है कैसे दोनों को एक साथ मैनेज करें. Plan is another very crucial area for me. When I short out any plan, I think that okay, plan has been made and it is very nice. But after getting feedback, the issue still comes to, I mean, if I have reached to 0 to 100, issue after feedback comes to 20. That, okay, you have explained this, but how we will go from this step to that step? That is not clear in your plan. So that was also a frustrating thing to, and yeah, and lots of experiences from fellows because they also give some inputs. They also commit the same mistakes. So the whole process continues in this way only.
Yeah, that's actually a very big journey, you know, from being from college, then to become a teacher, then NCPDP, and pursuing your PhD, you know, side by side. That's actually a very long and extensive journey that you have made through.
I mean, not pursuing PhD, I get to pursue.
And we wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much joining us and talking to us.
So
We
much.
actually got to know so much from you.